Hey guys, welcome back to the old mill shed. So after the air, oil and fuel video, I had a question about the double flare on the fuel line, mainly on how do you do a double flare and what is a double flare. So let's take a couple minutes and let's cover that, and I will show you the tool that I use, kind of do a little tool review, as well as the material that I use, and then how to make the flare. So we're using a piece of 1/4 inch copper nickel brake line. It does come with fittings that already fit the carburetor. That just happens to be luck. You can buy bunches of fittings on Amazon. You can get like a 30-piece fitting set for $12, $13. Probably not bad to have on hand. Not only just for making fuel line, but if you ever have to replace a brake line on your truck or whatever. Biggest thing is, see if I can get this to focus, is when you take your little tubing cutter, make sure you deburr the inside of this really well. You don't want any burrs on this, otherwise it will split when you make your flare. Alright, so two kinds of flares you're normally going to do when you're working on something is you have the single flare, and that is when you have the walls of the tubing, say they look like that to begin with, and when you're done they look like that. Double flare you start out the same way, your tubing looks like that, but when you are done, the tubing looks like that. Your double thickness here on the flare part, and that gives you a tighter seal on the fitting, and it gives you a more crush area when you're running the nut up to secure the line to the fitting. Okay, so how do we do this? Let me get my tool down here. So they make a double flare kit in the traditional, you got the little silver things, got the holes, and you put in, it's got like a button and you run it down. I never have really liked those. So this tool is made by K-Tool. I've had it for a number of years. It's part number KTI 781, and they actually have some upgraded versions of this out now that are actually a little bit nicer than this, and to my dismay, a lot cheaper than this one. But what you do is you have a set of anvils or blocks or dies, whatever you want to call it, and you have one side that does 30-degree flares, and you have another side that does 45-degree flares, and each one only serves one diameter of tubing. Alright, so what you do is you pull your pin out, undo your clamp. You want these to go in here like this, not like this. You want where it can clamp on the tubing. And you want to make sure that your 45-degree side is toward where the die sits. And all you do there is just run that in, and then you take your die block. Now I only have the die block for 45-degree. I didn't buy the one for 30-degree because I never used 30-degree. There's no sense in me having it. And what you do is you have operation 0, which is just a flat plate that pushes your tubing back to the correct depth on your dies. And then we will be using the operation 1, see if that comes in, for 1/4. So we'll do that one first. That one makes the little bubble. And then operation 2 will collapse that bubble into the double flare. And all you do is just pop this on, pull that into where it is facing the dies. And you just lightly clamp your die down just enough where the tubing can still move, barely. That pushes it back. Clamp your tubing in. Let me grab a little bit of grease here. And when you do this, you want to make sure you get just a little bit of grease on the on your dies here. So here's operation 1, just a little bit of grease there. And operation 2, just a little bit of grease there. And then all you do is turn around to operation 1. That's making the bubble. Operation 2, that makes the flare. Undo your clamp. And there you go. I don't know if that's going to focus or not. But that is a good double wall flare. And that's all there is to it. There's the one I did on the other end, to make sure everything was working before I recorded. Okay guys, I know this video is short and sweet. Sometimes that's all they need to be, isn't it? Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. We'll see you here next time under the shed.